Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning. Check that out. Lots of action going down at the Dakota Magic Casino Skycam there. Check out those flags, wind blowing around. You can see that snow in the air, too. That's just insane. One more time, thank you so much for joining us here on the Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off talking about just that. We got a first alert weather day, right? I want to show you this video quickly here. So we had Valley Today's Austin Carisu and Sayla Jakeway out live this morning, and this was the video they took probably around 4 a.m. So conditions have been a little bit different since then, but I just want to show you a little bit of video from their commute out to their live shot. This is I-94 as they're heading down, right? Man, they were heading a little bit outside of Moorhead at the way station there. It's just wild out there. We'll see if we can get a different view here. Just the snow coming at your car. I know a lot of people reporting zero visibility for them while they're driving out there. So a lot going on today. I also want to head on over to our website so we can get a check of what exactly we are dealing with here, okay? I'm over on the Valley News Live website here, and we are sitting at 12 degrees here in Fargo right now with the fog and the wind, snow showers. We know that to be true as we were seeing that outside. Again, this is just going to continue pretty much all day. We're not going to hop much higher than 11 degrees. We're actually going to go down to about, throughout the day, let's check this out, till midnight, 5 degrees. So it's only down from here, unfortunately. And guess what? We got another first alert weather day tomorrow with northwesterly wind gusts over 30 miles an hour. AM wind chills -20 to -35 with blowing snow. Ouch, that's going to bite. I want to click on our travel planner as well. I know it's Friday, so you may be hitting the roads. Unfortunately, I may be the bearer of bad news here because you may want to change your plans, me included. Today, windy with PM snow showers. So we're going to get more snow. It increases travel impacts tonight. Friday, blowing snow, intermittent whiteout conditions possible, snowy roads, and difficult travel. And then, oh, that was Thursday, my bad. So blowing snow, intermittent whiteout conditions possible, snowy roads and difficult travel. That is today, okay? So high impact alert for your travel planner. Saturday, AM blowing snow, dangerous, wind chills to -40. Sunday, another shot of snow and wind with blowing snow. And just to show you what we got going on, well, first let's click on the 11-day planner again. Okay, so like I said, first alert weather day tomorrow. Guess what? Another one for Sunday. How fun is that? All weekend we're first alerting you too. Remember when we had that 40 degrees for some areas earlier this week too? That's a thing of the past. We are sitting in the single digits. I mean, lower teens. We're not going to hop above 15, it looks like. That'll be Wednesday. But it's just going to be cold for the next few. As we close out the month of January, that's crazy to say too. I mean, next Sunday, a low of -16. That's without the wind chill. Ouch. Just rough out there, right? I guess that's the price we had to pay for that beautiful weather we had on earlier in the week. Mother Nature is looking for a payment now, am I right? Okay, so check this out. A lot of road closures here. I'm on the Minnesota DOT map. You can get to that by 511minnesota.org or else on our website here. I'll show you how to get to that. Weather, and then you can click on road conditions, and we've got those for you there too. That's available on your VNN News and weather apps as well. So this is a road a lot of people travel. Detroit Lakes to Fargo, to Highway 10 here. It looks like Lake Park, we're seeing a completely covered road. Ice on the roadway, you can check that out. You got pictures here. That's a sweet thing with the Minnesota DOT map. Heading up north, we've got some partially covered roads, and this red, that means it's closed. So Beltrami, you're seeing roads closed, 75, so north of Georgetown, stretching all the way up to Climax here. That's gonna be closed, right? So drifting snow on the roadway, warnings of whiteout conditions, and this just continues to extend up north as well. East Grand Forks area is seeing that as well. And then up north, all the way to the Canadian border, we are seeing some type of issue here. We'll see if we can get, excuse me, some pictures out here. You can see that near Donaldson. That's a whiteout condition. That camera can barely capture what's going on out there. Heading on south a little bit, we'll see if we can get another picture, maybe near the Crookston area on Highway 2, see if we got something there. I mean, you can see the snowflakes flying over there. So let's head on over to North Dakota. I'm going to refresh here. I don't know if this is loaded back up since yesterday, but ouch. So, I mean, Not a lot of green. From the South Dakota border all the way to the Canadian border on I-29, we are running into some form of issue one way or another, whether that be this scattered purple, this dotted purple, that's scattered snowdrifts on the road. Looks like outside of Fargo, all the way north of Hillsboro, we are seeing compacted snow on the road, so continuous snow. North of that, scattered snow. North of that, scattered ice from Grafton to the Canadian border. This extends west, right? So west over through Devil's Lake, Minnewacan, New Rockford, Carrington. We're seeing some sort of issue. You can see that we're heading on south, right? That's when we're running into this yellow scattered ice again. Over on I-94 outside of Fargo. We'll zoom on in. Looks like about Castleton, once you reach there, you're getting out of the scattered snow and running into scattered ice. Then you're going to run into scattered snow outside Valley City, and then it's back to scattered ice until you get into the Bismarck-Mandan area where there's no travel advised. So, so much going on. You can also see this purple overlay over this map here. That's going to be the weather alert. So meteorologist Lisa Green was telling you about that this morning, but that's this weather alert here that we've got in Castile, Barnes County, as well as Stutzman County. Let's see how far Logan County up north. This is that blowing snow travel alert. So there is so much to go over this morning. See if we can get some pictures too. I mean, why not while we're here? Let's head on over to, how about Valley City? We'll see about that. You can see looking not great. I mean, you can see the snow coming down as well. Cars are still moving along I-94 near Valley City. Clicking on south of Fargo, I know we did get a report of some cars in the ditch near 52nd. That was over in Moorhead, but even check out this. This is, it looks like the west ramp onto I-94 off 50, excuse me. Okay, not 52nd Avenue. Yes, this is 52nd Avenue. Sorry, I'm turned around here. Okay, so this is when you're coming off of 52nd Avenue to turn onto it on the interstate on I-29. So you can even see that snow there. That could probably be making travel tough for some people out there. Heading on south near the Wahpeton area. We'll see if we can get a picture here. People still taking to the roads, but you can see that snow building up and you can see those flakes flying. The camera's even just foggy from all that cold snow, ice, all that. It's just tough out there. I want to play this video for you again of what Austin and Sayla sent us this morning. Just tough travel conditions out there. And this is just speaking to that truth. I mean, these pictures will show you it, I mean, a still image, but just seeing this while driving, it just makes it so much worse. So remember, our First Alert Storm Team works very hard to keep you updated in the know, especially on these First Alert weather days. And it's a great reminder to download that VNN weather app. So we're able to give you alerts, send you notifications, so you're able to keep you and your family safe, particularly as we continue on with these First Alert weather days. Remember, we had one yesterday, now one today, another one tomorrow. We got another one coming Sunday. So we got a string of 4 of them. We got a 4-peat. And it's going to be tough. So make sure you're doing what you can. If you can stay home, please stay home. We'll do our best to keep you updated here on Valley News Live. I want to move on to our news portion of this segment. The search for a missing West Fargo woman has expanded deeper into Minnesota. Police are looking for 25-year-old Isadora Wengel, last seen on New Year's Eve. Investigators are asking Otter Tail County property owners to check your surveillance video from January 7th between 2 and 5:30 a.m. Wengel's described as 5'3", 175 pounds, with blonde hair and hazel eyes. She was last seen in a white cardigan with pink hearts, blue jeans, and either white sneakers or brown boots. If you know anything, even if you think it's just minor, get in touch with your local sheriff's office. Moving on here, Grand Forks police are naming the man found dead in the Greenway area. He's 34-year-old Brandon Ruth of Grand Forks. A passerby discovered Ruth unresponsive Wednesday afternoon south of the railroad bridge. Officers arrived to find him face down in the snow. He was pronounced dead at the scene, and investigators do say the preliminary examination doesn't show any obvious signs of trauma or his cause of death. But a complete medical examination is pending, but it's a little delayed due to the extreme cold. Authorities also want to stress for you, though, that there's no known threat to the public, but if you do know anything, please get in touch. And a Grand Forks teen is learning he's going to spend the next decade behind bars for attempted murder. So earlier this week, Mason Allery was sentenced to 10 years in prison for a shooting that happened in January of last year. Let's pull up this file video for you here of the scene. He's been found guilty of attempted murder, terrorizing a child, and reckless endangerment. Police say Allery and Walker Poitra fired several shots at a vehicle near a Grand Forks hotel. 5 people were inside at the time, 2 of which had to be hospitalized. Poitra is also charged with attempted murder and is awaiting sentencing in April. And another attempted murder case, this time out of Otter Tail County. A Fergus Falls man is facing charges. Alexander Cian Gonzalez is accused of stabbing a man. Police were called to a home on South Sheridan Street over the weekend. When officers arrived, they reportedly found the suspect drunk in the garage. Sheridan Street. Once inside the home, police then discovered a male victim lying face down with several stab wounds to his back. A witness later told investigators the suspect was, quote, waving a knife around before an argument broke, which ended with a stabbing. Doctors say the victim suffered internal bleeding and would have died without medical help. Cian Gonzalez faces charges including second-degree murder. And we got an update out of Otter Tail County. A New York Mills man has been sentenced in a deadly crash that killed a recent high school grad. Isaac Schermerhorn pled guilty to criminal vehicular homicide, driving negligently under the influence of alcohol and THC. Charges stem from a May 27th crash in Otter Tail County that killed Blake Unger. Court documents show Schermerhorn admitted to intentionally sliding his vehicle before losing control. He's going to serve 180 days in jail and 10 years of supervised probation. If you're out driving in Minnesota, you may see some new signage. Flashing warning signs have been installed to look out for Amish buggies. Now, this comes after several recent buggy crashes in the state, including just one yesterday morning. Minnesota State Patrol says they responded to a buggy crash near Wadena yesterday. Driver was injured and the horse died from the crash. After the incident, State Patrol tells us what to do if you do encounter a buggy. They do say it's okay to pass when it's safe and legal, and the new signs are going to tell you where to expect buggies.
Take it easy. I mean, just you don't want to go too fast and startle the animal or things like that, but just, again, don't outdrive your common sense. Just pay attention, have some patience. A little bit of patience will go a long way.
Fun fact, this is actually the first system of its kind. DOT says if effective, they'll determine if it's something they want to implement statewide. All right, that's about all I got for you here on this Friday. Wow, we finally made it to Friday. And of course, with a first alert weather day, a string of them, right? 4 Pete. Again, that's all I got for you here. Remember, you can stay informed throughout the day over on our VNL News app. Weather-wise, you can stay informed on the VNL Weather app. Again, great tool to have as we continue to take on these first alert weather days. Our first alert storm team constantly is updating this to keep you and your family safe and to know what exactly you can expect as you come out the door, as you go out the door. All right. I will see you back here on Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. If you can stay home, again, please stay home. Stay off those roads. You can see, as I was showing you, it's tough out there. So just take it easy. Maybe a cozy weekend at home. Why not? I will see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend. I'm Alex Larson.